Hey everyone, welcome. Do you have an older non-UDH frame that you absolutely love and you want to install at least the GX T-type transmission on it? Well, if you have the SB100, you're in luck because that can be done. Actually, there's quite a few more bikes out there in the marketplace that are non-UDH compliant and would accept the T-type transmission if you know what to do. Let's talk about it. And no, I am not going to spend the time in this video to talk about the many components that you need for a T-type transmission. However, I have quite a few videos about that subject. I'm going to make sure to link them up in the corner. What we're going to be talking about today though is how to hack your frame to UDH, Universal Derailleur Hanger Standard, introduced by SRAM. And first, I would recommend to assess your frame, and we can do that without having a universal derailleur hanger in hand. Remove the derailleur hanger from your bike and take a closer look at it. This is an UDH hanger, and you can see what goes into the frame is nice and round or cylindrical. And here on both sides, you don't have any edges of any sort. Obviously, if your derailleur hanger looks like this being my Santa Cruz Tall Boy, you're out of luck. There's no way you're gonna adjust your frame to accept something like this. And aside from the shape, the diameter of that opening in the frame is important as well. Obviously, a frame that uses this derailleur hanger will never accept something like this. This is an UDH, but this is my SB100 hanger, and you can see how it has an even bigger hole in the frame as opposed to the UDH. Bigger is better, ideally is the same as UDH. Smaller or irregular shape like this is definitely a no-go. By the way, the outside dimension of that UDH hanger is 20 millimeters. That's what you need as a minimum. My Yeti has 24. So if your frame opening is the same or larger than what UDH uses, you are in luck. The next assessment point is going to be the thickness of the frame right around the derailleur hanger, because the T-type derailleur, the frame has to fit right here in the T-type derailleur. And here's a beautiful GX derailleur that I reviewed not too long ago. And here it is, 19.9. Remember, this fits right into the frame, but the frame has to fit in here. And here is your 13.5 millimeter thickness of the frame in this area. And here's an UDH frame, 12.5 millimeters. So we're talking about slightly narrower frame right in here where the derailleur gets installed. 12.5, 13 millimeter thick. That extra 1 millimeter slack is being eliminated by this red bushing that SRAM provides with the SRAM T-type. And this small piece, this is the actual hack for your frame to accept a T-type transmission. What do I mean by that? I pushed in that bushing from the outside, and now the T-type transmission derailleur would fit right on top of this. This is a bit tight for mine as opposed to the SRAM one. And you tighten it just like you would tighten any other T-type transmission derailleur. And here it is. Perfect T-type interface for this GX derailleur that's on a 2019 SB100 that had 14 millimeters thickness here on the frame, so it fit the two criteria that I described to you. What do you guys think about this? Is this a crazy idea, or you're willing to try it on your bike? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if this custom bushing is the key to adapting that T-type derailleur to your frame, you need one more piece to make this work, and that is the Thru AXLE. The Thru AXLE is going to tighten into that tightening bolt of the UDH hanger or the T-type derailleur tightening bolt. And chances are that the thread pitch of your old Thru AXLE is not the M12x1 required by the new system. The length of it should be the same or slightly longer, but the most important part is the threaded part. M12x1 is what you need to make this work. You can see how mine was M12x1.5, so I would need a new Thru AXLE to convert my frame to a non-UDH standard, not the standard, but a T-type transmission that uses those dimensions. Now, don't come after me if you ruin your frame doing something like this. Obviously, this would probably void the manufacturer warranty. From what I can see, this is a solid system. The derailleur installs nice and tight, just like the original. There's no reason in the world this wouldn't work perfectly fine. If you are gonna ask me about the chain line, the 55mm chain line that your frame might not have, I'm gonna refer you to my installation video where you can see our Epic Evo run with a 52mm chain line. It works just fine. If you wanna just keep your existing cranks, go to Wolftooth Components, look for a 0mm offset chainring, and that way you can push your chain line a bit outwards by 3mm, which should give you that 55mm chain line. Now, the big question remains, where can you get a custom bushing like this? Early on, 5Dev put out a kit that allowed SRAM 1x transmission to be installed on non-UDH frames, but that didn't last long. It was taken down. I assume that had something to do with patents, or maybe SRAM went after them. For Yeti frames like this, I am going to put the information in the description of the video. Just go to Biggie Components and they do have these. These would fit SB100s, 120s, 160s, quite a few Yeti bikes from that generation. There is quite a few other bikes that this company might be able to make bushings for, but again, call them, don't call me, and let me know what you think about a hack like this. Would you do this to your frame? Are you interested in the T-type transmission? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, I will see you folks on the trails. And yes, if you're wondering, I'm gonna put back my mechanical XX1 SRAM Eagle on the SB100. Works like a charm, no need for electronics on it. Cheers guys, cheers.